In a quiet town in the Philippines, life moved slowly. Nurses here were used to long shifts, small pay, and big sacrifices. One of them was Maria, a hard-working Filipino nurse known for her calm voice and kind heart. She had spent years caring for patients far from home, never expecting anything extraordinary from life. One ordinary morning, Maria received a phone call that would change everything. At first, she thought it was a mistake. The voice on the other end sounded serious, almost unreal. She was told that a very powerful family in Saudi Arabia was asking for her specifically. Not just any family, a royal one. Maria laughed nervously. She assumed it was a scam. Why would a Saudi prince know her name? Why would they want her? But then official documents followed. Hospital records, government approvals. Everything was real. The reason shocked her even more. A Saudi prince had fallen critically ill, and none of the nurses around him could calm his condition. Doctors believed the problem wasn't just medical, it was emotional. He needed someone with a rare kind of care, and somehow, Maria's name stood out. What happened next was something Maria or anyone could never imagine. 2 days later, Maria was told to pack immediately, not for a normal flight, not for economy class. A private jet was being sent just for her. She froze. A private jet? For one nurse? At the airport, people stared. Airport staff whispered. When the jet landed, it wasn't like anything Maria had ever seen. Luxurious, massive, quietly powerful. Her name was on the passenger list, the only name. As she stepped inside, fear mixed with disbelief. This was no longer a story she heard online. She was living it. During the flight, she was treated with respect, not pressure. The crew spoke gently. No rush. No shouting. It felt less like a job and more like a mission. But Maria kept asking herself one question. What kind of patient needs this level of urgency? When the jet finally touched down in Saudi Arabia, black luxury cars waited on the runway. No media. No noise. Just silence and importance. Maria was escorted straight to the Royal Palace Hospital wing. And that was when she realized this was bigger than she ever imagined. Inside the Palace Hospital, the atmosphere was tense. Doctors moved quickly. Security was everywhere. The prince had not spoken properly in days. His condition wasn't improving. When Maria entered the room, something unexpected happened. The prince, who had been restless for days, slowly opened his eyes. His breathing softened. The machine steadied. Doctors exchanged looks. Maria didn't rush. She didn't panic. She did what she had always done, spoke softly, adjusted his position, and treated him like a human, not royalty. Later, the doctors realized something important. Maria reminded the prince of someone from his childhood, a caregiver who once saved his life. Her voice, her patience, her presence triggered a sense of safety. For the first time in days, the prince slept peacefully. Word spread fast within the palace. The prince didn't want anyone else. He asked for only Maria. Days turned into weeks. Maria stayed by the prince's side, working long hours but never complaining. She treated him with dignity, not fear. She corrected him when needed. She encouraged him when he felt weak. The royal family noticed. They were surprised not by her skills, but by her humility. Maria never asked for money, never asked for favors. She only asked for one thing, permission to call her family back home regularly. As the prince recovered, he began to open up. He spoke about loneliness, about power without peace, about how people often feared him instead of caring for him. Maria listened, not as a nurse, not as a servant, but as a fellow human being. The prince recovered faster than doctors predicted. And when the day came for Maria to return home, something unexpected happened again. Before Maria returned home, the prince requested a private meeting. He thanked her not as a ruler, but as a man whose life had been restored. He offered her a permanent role, with benefits that could change her future forever. But Maria humbly asked for time to return home and think. Instead of pressure, the prince surprised her again. The royal family funded a nursing scholarship program in the Philippines, dedicated to helping underprivileged students become nurses. Maria's hometown hospital received new equipment. Her family was given lifelong support. And once again, private jet was arranged not for show, but for gratitude. When Maria returned home, she didn't chase fame. She continued working, mentoring young nurses, and sharing her story only when asked. Her journey became a quiet reminder to the world that true power is not wealth or royalty. It is kindness, patience, and the ability to care. And sometimes, a single good heart is worth sending a private jet across the world. Kindness can travel farther than money, and sometimes, the most powerful people in the world are saved by the simplest hearts.